What's up, guys? Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am here to actually do the official reveal of my 2008 Yamaha WR250X. Here is the full in-depth reveal. It is muddy. I went off-roading with it yesterday and I got it stuck more than once. One time the bike flipped over on some loose dirt and I literally drug it by its fucking front tire out of the fucking place, and that's what all this is from and whatnot. It's not the first time it's been down, but you know, it's a dirt bike, right? So this is a 2008 Yamaha WR250X. The X designation is a supermoto designation. As you can see, it's got supermoto tires on it right now. I also have Warp 9 full dirt setup, and it's all basically ready to do a quick, easy swap over to the knobbies whenever I'm ready. So far I want to give you a quick mod list. I should probably tell you what I bought it for. I bought it for about $3,300, and then with the Warp 9 wheels all set up, I spent about $39 altogether for the bike, all the mods that you see, as well as the full dirt setup. The mods so far that I know of, you have brush busters, you know, whatever you want to call them. Bark busters, you know, guards, you know, cool. We have some improvised shorty knobs on the right. We have a one-finger clutch lever on the left. You have some old Pro Taper grips. These need to be replaced. I'll be replacing those. So probably one of the first things I actually replace on them, because they are kind of starting to fall apart. I have a Carmichael Evo bar and mirror down here. Oh, I guess it's not really a bar mirror. This is probably one of the stock ones, maybe, or it's aftermarket, flipped upside down just to be legal. Seat composite seat. This is absolutely one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat on. It is fantastic. I love it. Passenger peg delete. Top rack. I can't really see what brand this is. Skaggs. It's got a Skaggs top rack. FMF power bomb exhaust. We have some wide foot pegs here. That's great for standing up. Do have a full-on fender delete with low profile blinkers. Other than that, aftermarket toolbox. Last owner put this on. Look at all the dust coming off this. I might actually take this bike for a wash sometime. It is so muddy. Every time I get it out, I literally try to get it stuck in mud. It is a blast. Other than that, it's got a full tune, and it also has a fuel commander, I believe, as well. So that's the list that I can tell. As well as here, there's also an aftermarket gas tank. It doesn't have the normal locking top. I have the stock gas tank. Other than that, that's a lot of mods. I can't say other than that than it's stock, but it is a lot of mods. This thing is like probably the funnest thing I've ridden. It also has a Moose. This is actually absolutely essential. A Moose bash plate, skid pad, whatever you want to call it. That has actually been worked out more than once. So, man, she is dirty. This is one of the most fun bikes I've ever ridden, just because it doesn't matter what you do to it. You're just going to go out and have fun and try to be a hooligan. And if you turn it over on its side, who cares? If you drop it, who cares? Every time I leave my neighborhood, I jump it off a hill. It is so much fun. It is such a fun bike. I bought it for that price list that I already told you, the $3,300. It's got 18,000 miles on it. It was basically a freeway commuter for the gentleman that I bought it from. The dude actually really cool. He had two of these bikes, one for him, one for his son, and they were planning on doing the TAT, that's a Trans-America Trail, on this bike. The kid did something fucking stupid, like he went off to college or some stupid shit like that, and left his father with this bike. Father turned it into his daily commuter with the supermoto wheels on it, and he sold his son's WR250X as well. So that's where it stands. He stepped up to an Africa Twin because he was going to do the TAT by himself, and I reaped the benefits. These bikes have been so hard to find. Nobody seems to give these up once they have them, and I am finding out why, because they're so much fun. So let's get on it. Let's ride it. I'll keep talking about it. So guys, what else can I tell you about this bike? I really wanted to get a WR250X. It was actually the goal bike, the WR250X was. I did not want a WR250R or X. The reason why I didn't really want one is because I didn't really know any better. Honestly, it's fun. I'm glad I have it now. Given the choice, I probably would still take the 400 over this, even though this has plenty of power, because I'm a total noob when it comes to off-road. I have gotten it stuck quite a few times. I like taking it out in the woods now, but I'm still learning. So the about 30 horsepower that this produces is more than enough for me right now. The fucking DRZ 400 was so hard to find. Like, I remember there's this one guy who had a DRZ 400S. When I went to meet him, everything was wonky and askew on it, and that's because he kept on dropping it, and he looped it recently. He told me that. He literally told me that. Like, you're a terrible negotiator. You don't tell somebody that you wrecked a bike when you're trying to sell it. Like, you kind of hold that shit close to your chest, you know. But he's like, yeah, I'm limping because I looped it the other day. Like, really, guy? Really? Why would you tell me that? Some of the positives of this bike is that this bike also has a really good following of people, just like the DRZ 400 does. It also has a couple of positives, such as fuel ejection, you know, electronic fuel injection, as well as that coveted 6th gear, you know. So I'm pretty happy to have it. This thing cruises along. See, this is 6th gear, and it's bogging down going 50. So it likes revving up, but at the same point, it doesn't seem uncomfortable on the freeway. So, like, most of the freeways around us are 60 to 70 miles an hour, like they probably are around you as well. And honestly, it's comfortable on the freeway. It does just fine. So this is the issue right now. Most of the off-roading in my area is construction sites. Most of the construction sites have people working at them right now. So the one thing I don't like is that this mirror always rattles out of the way, and I can't get it to, like, be somewhere that's usable. So I always have to check behind my back if there's a cop there. So I gotta tell you guys a story of me actually going to get this bike. So I met this guy in Graham, North Carolina, which is about 40 to 50 miles away from where I live. There's like 45, 46 miles away from where I live. We met up, I gave him the money, got the title and everything, and fucking bounced, right? Well, this day was probably one of the coldest rides I've ever had, because it was pouring ass rain. Dudes, I had on like layer on layers on layers, but eventually it gets soaked through. I saw a dirt road and I gotta go check it out. I mean, I don't know if this is a driveway or what. That's private property, but this is not marked as private property. I need to start carrying a gun with me out here like all the time, considering that fucking I'm gonna be going into some backwoods. I've already found some West Virginia spots in North Carolina here, so I need to start carrying my gun in case Leroy decides to pop off some shots at me for trespassing when it's not even marked as trespassing. But anyway, guys, so 39 degrees, pouring ass rain. I got probably, I think, as close to having a cold injury as you can, like frostbite. I got probably about as close to frostbite as I think you can get without actually physically getting frostbite. I got home and literally, like, my legs were like basically sheet white and had big old splotches of red everywhere. So I'm pretty sure I got real close to getting frostbite. But this road is a little bit wonky. It's a little. So it was an adventure, that's for damn sure. I couldn't feel my feet for a long time, so every time I would shift, I'd have to like stomp down, and everything was fucking crazy. You know that point when you're a kid and you're like outside playing in the snow for a long time, and like when you warm up, like your appendages that got cold are like physically in like tremendous pain, like because the blood's coming back into it. That's what I had basically everywhere. It was an adventure, that's for damn sure. But that's why you get a bike like this, right? For the adventure. Basically everybody that I've talked to though since has told me that it was a pretty good deal. I don't like the fact that it's got 18,000 miles on it, but it's a Japanese bike. LJ the Friendly Hooligan. has had a KLX get over 50,000 miles on it and it was still going. So, you know, I'm comfortable getting at least a couple years out of this bike. I might still step up to a DRZ 400 eventually. The only thing is, like, I would pay probably about twice as much for a DRZ 400 and I would get none of the mods. And that was really one of the biggest turn-ons for this bike for me, is that I was going to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on a bike either way, and it was either I was going to get no mods or a lot of mods. So I'm happy with the decision that I made. Anyway, guys, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the very first installment of Thump Day. So welcome to Thump Day. We didn't really get too much off-roading done, so we're gonna start finding some off-roading places to go. The problem is here that, like, you're kind of bending some rules when you off-road in Raleigh. So it's like you kind of gotta, like, you know, go someplace once one day, then like not make a regular habit out of it. That you need to do your off-roading and then you need to get lost quickly. It's kind of hard here, but one of our biggest off-roading parks actually opens next month, and me and my friend are probably gonna go to Uwharrie. I might go regularly, to be honest with you. Like, if I have a day off, like, it's 70 miles away, but if I have a day off, I mean, I might as well just, you know, scoot on over. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate the support for this channel. What's up, Goldwing guy? Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support for this channel. Please make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. Throw me a comment. I love talking to you guys. Anyway, dudes, I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.